What is up, everybody? Renfail here. Hopefully, you're doing well. Back again with some more Borderlands for starting tips for new players because a lot of you out there are like me and new to the franchise with this entry into the game. So, I've had to learn a lot to get up to speed with the previous entries in the franchise and to understand about what's going on in this game. Thankfully, it's pretty quick to get going, but there is a lot of complexity here and added layers. So, we're going to shoot some starting tips your way and hopefully help you get acclimated and jump right into the action. So, the first one I can say, and I can't stress this one enough, is that when you first get going starting the game, just follow the main storyline until the point that you get this vehicle, because the map is a big, did I mention big place, and you're going to want your vehicle to get around. Not only can you zoom around in it normally, it also has a nice booster, and the cool thing about it is that if you, say, want to get around quickly and easily and do some unique fast traveling, well, not necessarily fast traveling, but just traversal, you can do your double jump and then glide and then pull this out in midair. And it works great if you're on cliffs and stuff. You can also jump off it when you're in midair and get a little bit of a boost. So it's great for traversal as well as just getting around the game map. It takes about an hour, hour and a half to go from the start of the game through the prologue up to the point where you get the vehicle, just depending on your playstyle and the level of difficulty. But I would highly recommend that you just focus on main missions only until you get that thing, and after that you're good to go, because from there you can open up this map and go explore and go crazy, because it's a big place. Which leads me to the second tip that I will give you, which is as you're going around this map, you're going to notice that there are lots and lots and lots of things to do. So the green ones have already been completed, the blue ones are ones that I haven't completed, and then of course we have in between there, you're looking at these things right here, which are fast travel stations. And there are a variety of different types of fast travel stations. You've got silos, you've got safe houses, you've got the little like towns that you go to and things of that nature. So when you're roaming around, you're going to notice that, like, on the grade part of the map, you won't see anything until you get into the area nearby. So as you're running around, you'll notice here parts of this have been cleared on this left-hand region, and as a result, as you get near to things, they will show up as something you can potentially unlock, such as this one down here. I've got this makeshift chalet, which shows as something that you can claim safe house to unlock fast travel. And the reason I would recommend doing this anytime you come across something that allows you to fast travel is because it's going to make your life a whole lot easier when it comes to doing quests, because the main quests are going to be sending you all over the place. Also, if you're going to be searching out vault fragments, those are going to be sending you all over the place. And then, of course, anytime you want to be looking at these side missions, like these exclamation points, those are going to be sending all over the place. And if you go on a hunt for echo logs and the all the other like collectibles, like the propaganda speakers and stuff, the more fast travel you have, the better it is for you to be able to run around and get around the map with ease. Those are just really important in terms of ease of travel. Plus, each one of those tends to have a place to sell, and then generally speaking, they will have a mission board as well. Matter of fact, and then most towns, if I remember correctly, I think it's over here. Most towns are going to have a mission board as well. If I'm not mistaken, that is over here. Yes, which leads me to my third tip, which is anytime you see a mission board like this, you can have 5 of these at any given time. These are called contracts. And there are different types. There's acquire something, which is to pick something up and bring it back. There's a bounty, which is to go find something and kill it. And then there's patrols, and I have the patrol right here. Now, these are easy XP. They give you different things. Sometimes you'll get weapons, sometimes you'll get money, sometimes you'll get just lots of different things. And generally speaking, they are easy to do, and they are things that you can do along the way doing the actual side missions with the blue exclamation points and the main missions. So it's always beneficial to have, at the very least, patrols, because those are kill quests, and you're always going to be coming across those things as you're roaming across the map doing quests. The bounties are not a bad thing to pick up as well, because those will be things that you could kill in specific areas. And you can always see here what they're going to give you. That's going to give you XP. It's going to give you a gun. This one's going to give you XP and 2 different guns along with cash and iridium. So any point in time that you see a mission board, grab, or excuse me, a contract board, grab the contracts from there. And again, those are always going to be found as a general rule. You're going to find them at your, definitely in every town, and then like at the safe houses and stuff. So there's another reason to want to unlock the different safe houses and all those different fast travel locations, because you'll be able to find more contracts and variety to choose from. Because there is, I think there's, I actually don't know. I think it's around a half a dozen different types of varieties, but each board only has a handful of things. So you might find a board and it's RNG, right? So you might find a board that's all bounties, and maybe you want patrols. So maybe you need to go to like 4 different places to get the ones that you want. So and then usually they are location specific as well. So for example, on the map, we are in the Carcadia Burn area, which is up in here. And then down here is the Fade Fields. So there will be missions that are specific to each region. So that's something you want to keep in mind as well, so that you're not running around looking for something when it's not necessarily in the region that you are looking for. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload, or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. And the final thing I can say relates to the SDU, which is to focus on maxing out your backpack as soon as you can, because that's going to give you the most amount of slots available to carry gear. And then as soon as you're done with that, start maxing out weapons. Now, I focused on the 2 types of weapons that I use the most, which is the assault rifle and the SMG, which allows you, as you can see here, you could start getting a ton of, like, I can currently do 840 rounds with my assault rifles, and with the SMGs I can do 1080 rounds. That is hugely beneficial to taking out bad guys and having lots and lots of ammo without needing to necessarily run around and find caches and stuff. And finally, it is beneficial to have lots of different types of weapons. You'll end up with 4 different weapon types that you can have. I like SMGs and assault rifles the most, but I do carry a sniper rifle and a shotgun at the back end. Alt fire is great to pay attention to, but the one thing too is to keep in mind is to try to have a range of elemental. I don't have a great range right now, and actually the reason I'm going to mention this because we just did a dungeon earlier today, and there was one of those like treasure guys. I can't remember what they're called, but he needed corrosive. Like I couldn't damage him because I didn't have any corrosive weapons. So it's going to be a good idea to not necessarily always focus on max DPS with your weapons, but also to try to find things that have different types, so that even if you have primaries, but then being able to have these backups that you can switch to, which have the different types of damage that you can do, because certain enemies are going to be resistant to the elements, so you'll need to pay attention to that. So those are some quick tips for new players to help you get going in Borderlands 4. Hopefully you enjoy the game as much as I do. More guides in the playlist down below, along with playthrough videos and beyond, plus our daily streams, which kick off every single day on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok at around 4:30 a.m. Central. So we'll see you in the next one. Have fun, everybody.